back to the Amazon Prime service here. If you're looking for just a this is unfortunately based off of an existing IP, a book series called Leviathan Wakes, but the show is called The Expanse. If you're looking for just some really good sci-fi, like this is it. This is the show. They just ended, and if you're into the book series, they just ended, I believe, with book 9, and they really do a fantastic job trying their best to stick to the books. Sometimes that's hard. That's really hard to do, and they do their absolute best. And the show really picks up after, because it was originally on Sci-Fi, and then they got canceled, and then there was a huge campaign, and Jeff Bezos himself was like, "Yeah, let's pick it up." And
really?
Yeah, and so he's like, "Yeah, let's pick it up." And so Amazon picks it up, and they're allowed to curse more than one time on TV. And there's one character, she's the greatest, and all she does is cuss. It's awesome. She's a great character. But yeah, it's basically there's 3 factions or races of people, essentially: people who live on Earth, people who live on Mars, and people who live they call it the belt, essentially and then they have people living like out in Jupiter, and they have there's spaceship fights, and nobody's going to warp everything. I think they try and get as close to sticking to actual Newtonian physics as far as going as fast as you can in a spaceship, and then it gets weird. But in all the best ways, I feel like, and it's a great science fiction show for sure.
It's funny you say that, because Neil deGrasse Tyson, I listen to his podcast sometimes, and I listen to because he has a good mix of the science and pop culture. Mm-hmm. But The Martian and The Expanse were the two, because usually he goes on there and says, "This is why this movie was BS, because this science won't work and this won't work." But The Expanse is on they try to really honor the science. Mm-hmm. So that's cool. So that sounds like that's for the science nerds out there.
Yeah, and it's great, and there's twists and turns, and what's his name? Thomas Jane is in like the first he's in the first couple seasons, and he's great. His character really is his character in the book, and and his portrayal of that character is really good.